so capable of doing the same thing men are doing, is what I'm saying. By choice of other people that are watching them or making them more money, whatever the case may be, women are still capable of doing the same thing men are doing, whether you want to watch it or not.
Okay.
In their own category.
Exactly.
Yeah, but their category is, with all due respect, mediocre. Like, because if they competed
they're
against...
still doing it. If you go watch a female, they're still dunking. They're still playing games.
No, actually,
they're still doing
They're not dunking.
They're not dunking. See, you don't even watch the WNBA. So you don't even watch it because they're not dunking. That was crazy.
So you mentioned, right, before pregnancy. That by itself is a feat, you're right. Women can handle that, only them. But granted, what does it take to get pregnant? Play the clip, Bills. So recently, we've seen what it takes to get pregnant, and it's not that hard. Go ahead, Bills. Play the clip.
That's what you segue to? That's how you're going to do
Play it, nigga. Play it right now.
All right.
Right now.
All right.
What the fuck?
Look, he fucking nutted on my fucking leg. You go to hell, bitch. Oh my god. He nutted on my leg.
Stop the show.
That's disturbing.
A nut is so accessible, you can get it anywhere. And you know what it takes? A man first. So don't tell me that bullshit about pregnancy. You need us to go
You can't go through a pregnancy. You guys can't even handle cramps.
Well, the seed, there's
You
no
can't even
need.
handle cramps.
Hold
You
on.
can't even handle cramps.
Without the seed,
Combination of cramps, you can't even handle.
without the seed, there's no need. That's ultimately, without us, we're not doing shit, nigga. We're not doing shit. Just saying.
But that goes both ways, though.
So,
That goes both ways, like with the
But you need a seed to succeed.
Yeah.
So either way, you need us.
Yeah.
You need us as men.
yeah.
Okay,
So,
and you need us. The same way we need you, you need
We need
us.
each other.
Okay.
But you need us first, though, nigga.
okay.
No, but without us, you can't have your kids, so you can have all your you want. Like,
So,
I'm sure you want to have kids. I'm sure men want to have
Miss
kids.
Columbia,
But
you got to understand. So, you tried. What you presented was like a false equivalency, right? And what I mean by that is, I described the hero's journey where the other sex is not relevant. That individual is training for some type of competition where it's going to be intense and difficult, and they're making extreme sacrifices to do so.
and women go through that too.
However, you gave something that isn't necessarily a hero's journey because anyone can get pregnant, and you need another individual
Not
to do it.
anyone. Not
Not
anyone could
anyone.
get pregnant.
In this TNH.
She's Latina saying
Yeah.
not anyone can get pregnant.
Hold
That's
on.
amazing.
I can prove to you anyone can be pregnant. Even an Asian whore that's lying.
This guy.
There's
this
a lot
guy.
of women that can't have babies.
Okay,
Yeah.
look.
And more
do
after
you-
that one thing.
Okay,
There's a lot
okay.
of women that
People
can't.
miscarriages.
Look,
Exactly.
Look,
They can't carry a
I
pregnancy.
There's a
can't
lot of men
believe
that don't
that I
have
have
good
to-
semen to have kids. So
She keeps saying a lot.
I gave
It's so
the example
imprecise.
of like Rocky, right? Training for the movie, right? In the movie where he's, waking up early in the morning, going on runs, training 2 to 3 times a day, sacrificing, training to get into a fight where he could possibly die, etc. And you're trying to compare that to having a child. Now, of course, I think having a child is the best thing that you can do. But I'm sorry, that is not the hero's journey. Not every single man goes through the hero's journey. Only a select few of men go through that journey, which is why people want to watch it. Remember, this whole debate
there are women
started.
that do that too.
This whole debate started with female podcasts and male podcasts, and why female podcasts typically don't do as well. And then I was talking about, and I went a little bit further, saying, well, it's because women don't typically have the hero's journey that men do. We have to become who we are.
So is this an opinion or a fact?
This is a fact. Men must earn their value. Women don't.
Women, clearly we have to defend our value here. Like, isn't that what we're
let me
literally
give you an
doing right
example
now?
because
Like,
you use sports, and sports is really easy.
Yeah.
We often use the strength thing, and people are like, oh, obviously men are stronger than women. That's not fair. But let's consider this. You had a blonde, blue-eyed white girl say, yeah, just hawk tool, spit on that thing. And people are like, oh, give her 20,000. She's great. Now, let's flip it. Let's say it was a black guy who was instead talking about women, and he said, yeah, just go spit on that thing and eat it up.
don't rappers do it?
Must you interrupt? You're not even civilized. See, that's why we can't let women lead, because your emotions are causing you to be impolite. You were interrupting him several times. Now you're interrupting me. Would you mind if I complete a sentence?
Go ahead.
Thank you, love. Now,
And we'll give you an opportunity to respond.
yeah, absolutely.
We got you.
So the woman says something that is sexual, aggressive, some might say perverse, and says it in public without shame. And then we applaud her. Would you imagine if a man said that exact same thing in the exact same context? We'd call him creepy. We'd say that he's a predator. We would shun him, and I can assure you he'd be the opposite of famous. He might get canceled. He might lose his job. The social pressures are on. Can we agree on that?
Yes. But who's making her
Never
famous?
watched a
Men.
circus stream then.
Who's making her famous?
Let's let her finish. What were you saying?
I was just gonna say fuck her right in the pussy.
Yeah.
That's a presidential candidate
That's what I'm saying.
that was on a
already
television
famous.
show.
Yeah.
That was
I
a
agree
star.
with
Yeah.
you, but that's what
was
I
already
agree
famous
with
and
you guys.
successful.
Listen,
Yeah.
I agree with you guys.
Yeah.
I don't honestly, unfortunately, I really don't agree with you. And
I
I'm
can
not
care
gonna-
less if you agree or not.
Hey, big man. Big man.
I'm
to
not.
agree.
Like, I'm a
Boxing
real
gloves
girl's girl. I'm not a fake ass girl's girl like half of you girls here in Miami.
Never.
Okay? Like,
One thing about me is never be fake. So.
all right, babe,
Okay.
and
All
that's
right,
what
baby.
I'm not.
Are those breasts
Okay.
real?
No, they're not. What does
Okay.
that have to do with my personality?
You just said never be fake, but much
We're
of
talking about
but
my
much of you is fake.
Much,
That's the
okay.
challenge.
Okay.
It's like there's no reality.
Okay.
Did you finish your? Did you have a response for that?
No, I'm
I
done.
do.
You don't. Okay. I
Damn,
was gonna
big
ask you
done.
this because you're critical of my concept that like women don't really go through the hero's journey. Can you name me like one female like superhero that went through the journey?
What do you mean?
Superhero or a real
Yes.
life person?
Superhero, or let's say a fictional character that people look up to or aspire to. Can you name one that you could think of like
Wonder
that
Woman.
go through it? Yeah, like a female that went through
You
the
said
hero's journey.
a character, right?
Yeah.
Wonder
Yes.
Woman.
Actually, she was given her powers from the beginning.
Black Widow.
And so was Superman.
She was.
Yeah, that's why he's not as popular as Batman.
How was Batman? Like, I don't even know about Batman. What is Batman? How did Batman?
You don't know
even-
BBC?
Okay. That's why Captain Marvel, like, she's not as interesting as the other superheroes. I mean, again, all I'm trying to say is that the hero's journey is a masculine journey. That's what I'm
Okay.
trying to explain to you. And like you trying to equate that to a woman giving birth is not the same at all. Like, there's no movies about a chick pushing out babies, but there's a bunch of movies about dudes overcoming adversity, getting to the top, and doing it through trial and tribulation.
Okay.
Like, it's not the same whatsoever. And the fact that you tried to equate a female giving birth to like Rocky is wild. And that's why men in general, and I'm trying to I'm very honest with you. This is why these movies are doing really bad that try to put a female lead actress in a hero's role, because women, it's not authentic. Women don't typically go through the hero's journey. Like, for example,
Okay.
you're 28 years old, right?
Damn.
If I take a guy your age, right, do you think he's going to have the same level of access to life that you have?
He'd be broke.
Matter of fact, you have a famous quote.
Yeah,
I think you might.
absolutely.
The brain one, remember?
Yeah, I was holding it in too
go
because
ahead,
she
go ahead.
definitely exemplifies it.
Go ahead. This is like perfect timing.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
Oh my God.
Oh, shit.
If I took your brain and put it in a man's body, you would be in poverty.
Sure. And that's
Her
an opinion.
body or the man?
Example A. I ain't gonna lie, like them girls kind of turn me on sometimes. They kind of turn me on because you can confuse them. You just be confusing them for fun. Shit. You cheat on them, get busted, and then confuse them.
I was home, babe.
That was AI.
I was home, babe.
That wasn't me. That was AI. Oh my God.
Did anyone else have anything that they want to add? You wanted to say something, right? I saw you.
She get that dumb brain. That's that dummy brain.
I'm not dumb. That's actually very insulting.
It is. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to call
no.
dumb people dumb to their face. It's like, no, really, you're not. No, you're not.
Okay, well, what I
No,
wanted
I'ma
to
tell
say,
you why.
I thought it was my turn. I thought it was my turn to respond,
Yeah,
right?
go ahead,
It's my
go
turn.
ahead. Sure,
so
go ahead.
your whole thought about like the meme that is going around or whatever, it's like,
Okay.
oh, why are we like glorifying this girl saying
Yes.
like outrageous things? Because if it was somebody else, then it wouldn't be that same, right?
Yeah, it'd be offensive and they'd get canceled.
Correct, but who's making her famous? Y'all.
Simps. No, I say beat up simps.
Y'all.
I'm all about
Y'all
beat
are
up
making
simps.
her famous.
I didn't even know what the club was called. You heard me? Like,
I
no,
mean,
I
neither
say
did
beat
I.
up simps. I think these guys are disgusting. I think
Okay.
slores wouldn't even be allowed to thrive and make money if we didn't have weak males. That's the true problem.
Okay.
I'm not one of the guys who's in red pill and they say like women are the problem. I say men and women are the problem, but mostly men
Yeah.
because men are the leaders
That's
and they've
fair.
fallen, right? Like, for example, women will be as deluded as they want to be. They don't need to live in reality. Baby girl just told us that her parents are Muslim and she also is in OF. Those two things are so far apart, it's not even funny. So we allow women to live in Disneyland, but the problem lies in when men start to live in Disneyland. Guys are completely psychotic. They say they want a girl who's a good girl, but then they'll still date a girl who has a checkered past and has slept with an infinite amount of guys and then marry her. See, I'm not one of those guys. I find it to be utterly disgusting. That's why I call it out. Now, with regards to to speaking on people who display a lack of intelligence, even though it's impolite and rude, I think it's necessary because in this day, we've allowed people like Sexy Red to become popular and spread their filth. So I'm a part of the army stigmatizing those persons so that we know, no, love, you don't look good with those big eyelashes. You look like a damn fool. No, we don't want you to wear a fake hair hat. It's disgusting. So I got to speak on it when they're doing dumb things because otherwise she'll walk around thinking that she's a big deal. When in reality, she's not a big deal. She shouldn't interrupt anyone. They say women are good at multitasking. Here's 2 tasks. Shut up and sit down. Master that.
He thinks because he has a suit, he can say shit. Like,
Also, like, why are you only stigmatizing like
Because you
women?
got money, Marquette, and you have a suit, and you work out, and you're 6 foot tall.
You had something and then you had something, right? Sure.
Yeah.
We'll let all the ladies say what they got to say.
So like just how you said, like there's simps and then the good guys or whatever. Like the same with women. Like not everybody.
Ooh, I wish it was the same with women.
Oh yeah,
I
we're
really
gonna generalize
do.
a whole gender. Let's do that right now.
No, I like where you're going with this, and I'm going to differentiate because we're not talking about women.
Oh, what are
and
we
this is
talking
important.
about?
Often people say modern women. Well, modern women just describes the females of our age. You know, the females in this generation. We really shouldn't say modern women. We really should say lower class women. Because what we're often struggling with are the behaviors of lower class women. Low IQ, low EQ, low income, low morals. That's what we're dealing with. And the problem with females is because they don't take accountability. If I were to address you as an individual because you cannot take and like accept that you might have a flaw, instead you say, oh, no, don't talk about women. Baby, we ain't talking about women. We're talking about you.
I know.
Baby, we ain't talking about women. We talking about you.
That's
Here's
fair.
the difference. Like, as a man,
I'm educated.
I hear you, love. As a man, I can take accountability and acknowledge that I'm imperfect. So, for example, if a chick said to me, like, hey, Marquette, you know, I really like guys with hair. Then I'll have to say, you know what? If I were you, I'd prefer a guy with hair too. You hear me? Some nice waves like mine, like, for sure. Like, that is better than being bald. You see, I'm not going to pretend and say, oh, like, male pattern. You know, I'm not going to try to explain it away. I'm going to say, you're right. And in that area, I am not top of the category. Whereas if you deal with a woman, you say, hey, rate each other. I'm like, oh, girl, you're a bad B. You're beautiful. You're all 10s. Whereas men, we have to live in reality. We have to acknowledge the reality about ourselves and the reality about others and figure out where we stand on the hierarchy. Because I can tell you this, if you ask this young lady, is she intelligent? She'll look you dead in your eyes and say yes. If you ask her, does she have manners? She'd say yes. But she's been interrupting and she's been rude and unruly this whole time, which is why I have to address it. Because too often guys will look at her and say, you know, she's attractive. I want to smash, and because they want to smash, they're about to start tap dancing and like being real nice. And because they've never told her the truth, she doesn't even know the truth. Recently, I was in Mallorca in Spain, right? I met this gorgeous Romanian chick, and she says, "Hey, how old do you think I look?" I'm over here with my video editor. You heard me? I'm got her. She texts me on IG. She says, "How old do you think I look?" And I was like, "Bro, how old you think Shorty look?" He was like, "Bro, she looked like she at least this age." I was like, "Yeah, I agree." And he was like, "What you gonna say?" And I was like, "Not that." You know, like, that's the point. You get lied to, then you get smashed and dashed. And at the end, you're wondering why, because you have no sense of reality. And why does the lie work on you? Because you want to be lied to.
Or maybe we also want to smash.
You're cooking, man.
Oh, yeah. There's some floors, too. Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to you.
Yeah, but you understand, you forget the point that you want to smash, but you want to smash under the pretext and the environment that he's created, which a lot of the times is a lie that appeases your ego. Men lie to women all the time. Huh?
Constantly.
Like me personally, if I want to smash, then I don't care if you lie to me or not. Then I just want to smash.
Yeah, but...
So maybe women, but...
Okay,
we're
but what does it...
talking
Okay, are you just going to hop into bed with any guy, though?
I mean,
Damn,
not right now,
She
but
gave me a
like...
shrug, like...
You triggered my trap card.
Okay, so here's the thing, like, and this is kind of the process that women kind of excuse me, you guys forget. Did you have anything that you want to say before I get in this thread? Because I know this might be
You good over
topic.
there?
You sure you don't have
got
anything?
my back if she swing on me?
Okay.
I'm swinging at you. Both in this way.
Because women often like kind of disqualify, like, I just wanted to smash. No, you don't. The guy had to make you feel comfortable. He had to say the right things.
in.
He had to dress a certain way. He had to smell good. He had to
Speak.
bring you back to his place, have it cleaned up, clean the bathroom, hide any embarrassing medications away, have the music going, have the fucking candles. Like, women don't
They don't know
understand
nothing
all
about
the
it.
fucking
And
steps
maybe
and all the
you fuck.
work we have to do to just get you to feel comfortable. It's not like you're just gonna smash. Even the biggest whores still want to feel like there's some level of effort that was put in. So
That's
I
fair.
gotta do So
Yeah, that's
like you
fair.
could sit there and say, well, I just wanted to smash.
Bingo.
I mean, I can choose who I want to smash.
Yeah, but he has to
So that's
create,
fair. So that's fair.
but he has to create that environment for you. And a lot of girls often don't understand this because you guys don't have to do any work to get attention. You just get the attention and decide who you're going to give it, reciprocate it with. We have to put all the attention in. We have to make the investment, and girls often aren't aware of that. So
Yeah, that's fair.
Can I add on to that?
Yeah,
that was
please.
beautiful. That was beautiful. What she's saying, it's again the effort to say, oh, we can do the same thing as you. Because
No, I
men,
don't think
sometimes
so.
we just want to smash.
Yeah.
And that's literally it. Damn, she thick. That's all there was to that.
yeah.
What you're saying is completely not true. The female mating strategy is radically different than the male's, especially if it's a healthy female. For example, there's a I know, right?
I know, right?
There's a doctor, she's a female. There are two things she points out that are really important. Number one, she says that the female sex drive is generally reactive and it's highly integrated, which is to say, yes, it's biologically driven, also psychologically, and also the culture of the society that they're in impacts it as well. Men's sex drive is largely just biologically driven, almost on a routine basis. There's that. Okay, boom. So we just want to smash, unlikely to be the case. Then you look at data by Dr. David Buss. One thing he points out is that when women are unfaithful, they're cheating, engaging in sex, they end up having feelings for and wanting to be in relationships with their affair partner 79% of the time.
I mean,
Which is to say, when they're cheating, their emotions are involved. In other words, when they have sex, they're having sex with people they actually like. And that's the rotten thing about women. You know, cheating is generally bad, but when men cheat, shit, we gonna get back to you. We still in love with you. You guys cheat and you do something filthy and dirty, which is you actually fall in love with the person you're cheating with. Which is why when women are perplexed as to how a guy can still love you and sleep with other women, we're built like that. You're not built like that. You are built to be monogamous. If you find that you're not being monogamous, you're actually reacting to trauma. Trauma often manifests in sexual dysfunction.
Oh,
I mean, I agree because I know it's scientifically proven that when women have sex, they do connect more with the person, while when men have sex, they actually get like they don't care about that person
Right.
as much anymore.
Yeah.
So I do understand that it's biologically like that's how it works. I was just saying, like, what if that specific person you were talking about also just wanting to smash at that specific time?
You know what?
Let me go back to that.
But is it, did she want to just smash or did she want to smash me in particular? Because you see
Yeah.
with a guy, sometimes
good
we
point.
go out in this world on a Friday night, we want to just smash,
Right.
meaning
Anything
will do.
With a big ass,
Yeah.
I'm a nigga, bro. Sorry.
And,
no makeup?
right. And women will
I'm a nigga,
go
sorry.
out and they need something very specific.
That's fair.
Right?
How do it?
And ideally, if it's a guy that they can see something with, that's ideal. And here's a sad thing with women, because they're such indirect, like very like confusing animals. You meet a woman, even on her Tinder profile, might say like not looking for anything serious. Then she meets you, she figures out like, oh man, this guy's really stable. He has a good income. He comes from a good family. He's educated. He's articulate. He's funny. Damn. Now they are looking for something serious. They lied on the profile. You're always looking for something serious, but you've been hurt so many damn times. You've been disappointed. You've been lied to. You've been cheated on. You had to have abortions. You had all these terrible things. And then you have a veneer that says, oh, I don't want to be serious, or, oh, I just want to hook up. When in reality, women are always on the same program, secure long-term mate. But sometimes you guys engage in filthy behaviors and your history becomes so checkered and you become so pessimistic that you don't even think it'll work for you. And then you start creating all these stories. Maybe sometimes your story is, I've been celibate for 5 years. Sometimes your story is... And I'm not even
What
talking...
did I do to you?
No, I'm speaking categorically. No, really, I'm speaking categorically because none of you are unique. I'm not unique. He's not unique. He's not unique. We are all a type of person, but some types are more common, right? Like the three of us are all podcasters. We are a type of man. We've heard women come on the show before and say they're celibate. Am I wrong?
You're right.
Exactly. So we're speaking categorically. There are whole groups of women that have common experiences.
Yeah. I think you're absolutely right that when like we do want to smash, it usually does come from like trauma or like hurt. So I totally agree with that. yeah.
We